Hey, this is Math 8, Unit 5, Lesson 17, Scaling One Dimension. So we have a graph here. Again, this is the cool down. I'll talk you through it a little bit. It says here's a graph, a relationship between the height and volume of some cylinders that all have the same radius, r. An equation that represents this relationship is volume equals pi radius squared height, and use 3.14 as an approximation for pi. So what is the radius of these cylinders? Okay, so a couple things here. We don't know the radius, but we know that we have a formula, volume equals pi, this is a cylinder, pi r squared h, right? If we look at the graph up here, they're giving us information. So for example, we have a volume. That's going to be the second number right here. This is our volume amount. So we could substitute the volume, 28.26 for the V. It's said to use approximation for pi, so pi becomes 3.14. We're trying to find the radius, so we'll leave that r squared. And we notice that for this point here, we have a height of 9. So knowing this information, we can combine those, multiply, and then divide them over here, and find out what the radius is going to be. Whatever number we have here, we have to remember to take the square root of that number in order to find out what the radius is going to be, because the number is squared. You could use this coordinate, or you could use this coordinate here. It really doesn't make a difference. Those are both going to be the same, and they both would work out just fine. Okay, so that's something for you to solve there for number 1, but we got you set up there, so it should be close. Number 2 says an ice cream cone has a diameter of 3 inches. So if the diameter is 3, the radius is going to be half of that. So half of 3 is 1.5, if you like decimals, right? The distance from the top of the cone to the point, top of the cone to the point at the bottom, so here to here, is 5 inches. How many cubic inch of ice cream will go into the cone if it doesn't go over the top? So we're looking for the volume there. So again, the volume equals pi times the radius, 1.5 squared, times the height, which is 5. All right. And, oops, sorry, I forgot it's a cone, 1/3. Sorry about that. So 1/3, and we can leave it in pi. I don't mind that for right now. 1.5 squared is going to be 2.25, and then we still have a 5 here. So 2.25 times 5 is going to be 11.25, and a pi, and a third. And so 11.25 divided by 3 is actually equal to 3.75, and we still have a pi right there. So if you leave it in terms of pi, you would just put it just like that. If your teacher again wants you to solve it out, then you'd multiply that times 3.14 to get a different number. If you did that, you should end up with something like 11.775 inches cubed. So make sure you do go back and label these. I tend to forget that, but sorry about that. All right, that is it for today. Really simple, 2 problems. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.